Hello, grade 9 students. Let us discuss now the topic rational exponents. So by definition of radical expression, 5 cubed is equal to 125. So that means the cube root of 125 is equal to 5. The index of the radical is 3, right here. So this is the 3 here is what we call the index. 125 is what we call the radicand, and this is what we call the radical sign, right? So now, how would we simplify this expression? What does the fraction exponent do to the number 9 raised to 1 up? So the number can be written as a radical expression with an index of the denominator. So the index is actually the denominator of the fraction 1 up. So that means it can be written as 2. The index is 2 9, and it can be read as square root of 9. So the rule for rational exponents: if b raised to 1 over n, it is equal to nth root of b. So that we have here 64 raised to 1/3 means the cube root of 64, which is equal to 4. Okay, because 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Okay, write in radical form a raised to 1 over 6. That's equivalent to 6th root of a. And how about m raised to 1 up? Square root of m. So the index here is 2, but we do not write 2 anymore as the index. So if there's no index here written, that means the index is 2. Okay, but if the index is 3, then we should write it. Okay, 3 or more. So a raised to 1 over 6, 6th root of a, m raised to 1 up, square root of m. Write each radical using rational exponents. How about this? Fifth root of b and square root of w. Okay, fifth root of b can be written as expression with rational exponents, b raised to 1 over 5, wherein 5 is actually the index, 1 is the exponent of b. Square root of w is equal to w raised to 1 up. So okay, yeah, w raised to 1 up. What about negative exponents? Negative exponents make inverses. So if we have here 49 raised to negative 1 up, that means we're going to get the inverse, 1 over 49 raised to positive 1 up, which is equal to 1 over 7. Because 49 raised to 1 half means square root of 49 is 7. So the final answer is 1 over 7, right? And evaluate 32 raised to 2 pips means the pip root of 32 squared, right? 5 is the index here, you write it here, and while 2 is the exponent of 32. Can still simplify this. 32 can be written as 2 raised to the fifth power, 2 raised to 5, and then applying the power to a power law. Then if you raise the power to another power, that means you multiply the exponents. So the final answer is the fifth root of 2 raised to the 10th power. But we can still simplify this. Fifth root of 10 to the fifth root of 2 to the 10th means 2 raised to 10 over 5. Okay, 5 is the denominator, 10 is the numerator, which is the exponent. 10 over 5 is 2. So 2 squared is 4. So therefore 32 raised to the 2 pips raised to 2 pips is equal to 4. Okay, that's how we evaluate rational exponents. For any non-zero real number b and integer m and n, make sure the radical expressed is real. No b is less than 0 when n is even. So if we have here b raised to the rational exponent m over n is equal to nth root of b raised to m, or nth root or quantity nth root of b raised to m. Okay, it's just the same. This is just the same as that. No fraction, simplify expression, no fraction in the denominator. Okay, in number 1, applying the product law of exponent. If you multiply two powers with the same base, just add the exponent. So 1 over 7 plus 4 over 7 is 5 over 7. And this is negative, so it will make inverses. So the answer for this is y raised to 5 over 7, while this is 1 over x raised to 2/3. How about this? Simplify 6th root of 16 divided by cube root of 2. So this means that 6th root of 16 is equal to 16 raised to 1 over 6, and cube root of 2, it means 2 raised to 1/3. But 16 is 2 raised to the 4th power. Okay, so 4 times 1 over 6 is 4 over 6, all over 2 raised to 1/3. So let's continue. We can still simplify 2 raised to 4 over 6, which is 2/3. That's the lowest term, 4 over 6. 2 raised to 2/3 divided by 2 raised to 1/3 means, applying the quotient rule, you divide two numbers with the same base, subtract the exponent. So 2/3 minus 1/3 is 1/3. So the final answer is 2 raised to 1/3, or it means cube root of 2. Okay, 6th root of 16 divided by cube root of 2 is cube root of 2. Yeah, that's the final answer. Another, simplify 6th root of 4x to the 4th power. So it means that, okay, so this means 4 raised to 1 over 6, x raised to 4 over 6. Okay, but 4 can be written as 2 squared, and 4 over 6 can be reduced to lowest term, which is 2/3. Right? 2 raised to 1/3, x raised to 2/3. Yun. This is now the final answer. 2 raised to 1/3, x raised to 2/3. Okay, always simplify because 4 means 2 squared. Okay, power to a power law. Power of power, 2 times 1 over 6 is 2 over 6. X raised to 4 over 6, but 2 over 6 is 1/3, 4 over 6 is 2/3. Okay, we can still simplify 2 raised to 1/3, x raised to 2/3. It can be written as 2x squared raised to 1/3. And finally, the answer is the cube root of 2x squared. Okay. Okay, that ends our lesson on rational exponents. Okay. Goodbye, I'll see you. I think this is a version 3 or 4. I'm not sure. Goodbye, see you again.